everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Junita Sari, student college of University Islamic Kaden Patah Palembang. My major is Islamic Banking and Age. In this video, I will explain you about assets and liability management. This video was made to fulfill the task of financial institution management. Okay, let's begin. Okay, first of all, I want to tell you about define of assets and liabilities. Based on S. Munawir, assets are economic facilities or resources owned by a business entity or company whose acquisition price of fair value must be measured objectively. According to Indonesian Accounting Association, assets are tangible assets that are obtained in the form of ready to use or previously built, which are used in company operation, are the framework of normal company activities and have a useful life or more than 1 year. And according to Thomson Learning, translated by Squeezin et al., assets are the possibility of future economic benefits that are obtained or controlled by certain entities as a result of past transaction or event. And then I will explain you about liabilities. Liabilities are economic sacrifice that must be made by a company in the future. The sacrifice for the future occurred due to business obligation. Liabilities are divided into two, namely long-term debt and short-term debt. And then I will explain you about the purpose of managing bank's liabilities and asset management. According to Raffles Rex, to maximize earnings while keeping risk within limits, namely the application of result as high as possible by maintaining risks that don't exceed certain determined limits. According to the Siamat, the purpose of managing a bank's liabilities is to structure the bank's portfolio of liabilities assets consistently, coordinates, integrates in order to maximize profit. And Slamet Riyadi said that the purpose of managing bank liabilities is used to maintain adequate liquidity and establish reserves to safeguard all risks that will arise and obtain maximum profits but develop. From the statement of figure, can we conclude bank assets and liability management is carried out through a plain and integrated process among the work unit in the bank organization by taking into account its liquidity obligation and calculating the risk that will be burdened with the aim of achieving optimal. And then I will explain about preparation of asset and liability management. First, cash management. Cash management in general, cash is the less productive asset compared to other assets. There are two things done to manage assets. Speed up cash income. Cash income aims to increase the availability of cash so that the company has a greater opportunity to utilize the cash without reducing the company's reputation. And slow down cash outcome. Purchase with credits means that the supplier first makes purchase made by a company. Utilizing float. Float is the difference between bank balance and company cash balance. Use the draft. Draft is a sign of payment that must be authorized by the company to then be paid. If there is a bill coming run up a payment letter, which then can only be cashed a few days later. Central payment. In this way, every bill that's come to the branch of the company must be authorized from the center. After reaching the center has given authorization, only then submit again to the branch, and then only can be paid. Account receivable management. Account receivable are important current assets. In general, the company likes to sell cash because it will speed up cash resize, and shorten the case cycle. And I will explain about source of fund management. Source of fund management is the bank effort to collect funds from the public. This acquisition depends on the bank itself, whether from community deposit or from other institutions. Funds management consists of three. First, funds sourced from the bank itself. Second, funds sourced from the community. And the third, funds sourced from the other institution. First, I will explain about funds sourced from the bank itself. The acquisition of funds from the source of the bank itself is obtained from bank funds. The funds itself are funds originating from shareholders. The funds sourced from the bank itself are: first, shareholders' capital payment; second, profit reserve; and the third, undivided profits. And the second, I will explain about funds from the community. This funding source is the most important source of funds for bank operation and is measure of the bank source if it is able to finance its operation from this source of funds. The intent source funds are: first, demand deposit; second, saving deposits; and third, deposit. And last, I will explain about funds sourced from other institutions. In practice, searching for this funding source is relatively more expensive and is only temporary. Funds obtained from this source are used to finance or pay for routine transactions. The source of funds are: first, bank initial liquidity assistance; second, interbank loans; third, loan from foreign bank; and the fourth, money market securities. Okay, that's all my explain. I hope my video can be useful for everyone. I think enough. I close. Wassalamu'alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.